Hey everyone, so here I have some super bright and spangly nails. Excuse the squeaking in the background, that's my chair. So for these I have used the new Over the Rainbow collection, which are being launched on Monday. And I've done a maintenance on my client's nails, so I've filed down to a very thin layer, done a little cut down, prepped, primed, all the cuticle area, etc. A natural nail. So I'm coming in with a bead of not cherry blossom, it's birthday suit actually. I mixed it up today. So I'm using a bit of birthday suit, and I've taken the liquid out the back of the first bead and created that smile line with the tip of my brush. And then I'm bringing in the second bead, leaving the liquid in that, and then I'm going to cap that in my crystal glass today and create that apex there. And I'm going back to that first nail, and I'm coming in with the multi-cut Over the Rainbow mix. All of these have already had a layer of clear acrylic placed on them. And then I'm coming in with a bit of the party mix. Making sure I'm laying that nice and flat and patting that nice and flat. Now I'm coming in with a bit of the birthday suit at the cuticle area and blending down. Then using a bead of small clear acrylic to get a small bead, and then using that to pick up the party mix, placing that on the tip and spreading around the nail. Again, patting nice and flat with the body of my brush. Then this now, I'm coming in with a bit of the multi-cut first of all, doing a very thin sparse layer, and then I'm coming in with some of the chunky cut on the tip and blending the two. Again, patting nice and flat, making sure nothing's sticking up. And then on the thumb, coming in with a little bit of birthday suit at the cuticle area, blending down, and then a bead of clear acrylic into the party mix, and blending up. Patting that with the body of my brush, again, just to make sure it's nice and flat to the nail. Coming back to that smile line, coming in with my 100 grit file, pressing against the acrylic, not down, onto the tip, against the acrylic to just smile that, file that nice and crisp, dusting off, and then a bead of clear acrylic into the multi-cut, and then on that tip, pressing up into the wings, patting nice and flat so that I can cap it and it won't get cut into when I file it. And then I'm going to cap these now, so I'm going to start with the pinky. Nice big bead of crystal glass around at the cuticle area, and this is where I think about the strength and structure, creating that nice apex and gently patting that clear acrylic down to the tip. Then coming in with the bead on that tip now, blending up into the wings, making sure there's no gaps, patting flat. And then when they're all set, I'm going to file them in. So sidewall, free edge, get that shape back. My lady likes a slightly rounded nail. And then going gently around the cuticle area and then the body of the nail. And then when I'm all happy with that, I'm going to put my CJP LED top gloss. That's all been dusted off. I'll top coat all the nails, and then I'm going to cure for 60 seconds in my LED lamp. Now I've got 6 lovely rainbow colours and my Crystal Nails mini 3D brush, and I'm going to start my rose. Now I was going to edit this bit out, but I thought I'd leave this in. This is what happens when you use a slightly too dry bead. First of all, it wouldn't come off my damn brush, and then when I started moulding it, as I was moulding it, it was separate, it wasn't attaching properly to the nail, so I could see that it was, as I was moving it, it wasn't really sticking to the nail. So I had tried, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna give up. So that will give you an example of how it looks when it's going wrong. So we're going to start again. placing that bead, cutting into it, making a little arc shape, and then using my brush at about a 45-degree angle just to push out and get nice movement and shape in those petals. So on this nail I started with the dark colour first, and on the other nail I started with the lighter colour first. I'm slowly working my way through my rainbow with a different colour for each petal, and it's the same thing for each petal. So making that little arc shape and then coming in. And that final bead, just going to press and overlap between the two. I was trying to keep my hands out of shot because I have a really bad habit of blocking the view of the camera with my hands, so I apologise if it all looks a bit cat-handed. And then the pink one, now overlapping on the inside, so using a slightly smaller bead, because obviously I don't want as much acrylic. And then the orange is the final petal I'll actually cut and press out. And then the central petal, need to come in, and I remove quite a lot of liquid out of that, and then place it in the centre, and then just leave it to set a minute. And I'm going to come in directly above, and I'm going to pop a little hole in, and then I'm going to cut. So one bit I will be folding in, and the other bit will be curling around, and that's how you get that nice rounded swirl in the centre of the flowers there. And then I'm just going to add a few little beads using the acrylic in different colours. So getting a tiny bead, removing a nice amount of the liquid, and then just popping on the nail. Just placing these randomly wherever you think they'll look good. And then just going to allow that to set, give it a good 2 or 3 minutes to make sure all that acrylic is set. And then I'm going to pop a little bit of cuticle oil on those nails. Get my lady to give her hands a nice little wash, and then take some pictures. So here you go. So I hope you've enjoyed that, guys. Any questions, comments or requests, just pop them below. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.